Johnny, I don't know what kind of operation you're running, brother, but there is dolls and toys all over the studio. We just remodeled the studio. The Laugh With Me Studios is seconds away from being, and yeah, I'm exaggerating with the seconds, but we are so freaking close to being camera ready for YouTube. Johnny didn't clean up the doll. See, what happened was my daughter, I set up the studio. It's awesome. Like, it is awesome. And her and her friend they checked it out. They were like, this is great. And I knew I was in trouble when I heard her friend say, oh yeah, I love this. This is great. Because now I've lost it. Every single day after school, this is now a playroom. I mean, there's dolls everywhere. They're watching movies on the TV. There's crackers. There's crackers all over the floor. So it's, they're having treats, which is fine. I mean, I be in here having drinks sometimes. But I always clean up after myself. I would have just assumed that my producer, Johnny, would have cleaned up. So we were ready to go. Can we record now? Freaking daycare in here. Welcome back. It's a brand new episode. This is Laugh With Me, a podcast with Jeremy Odem. I'm your host, J.O. Oh, it's so good to be back. We've been putting out these Laugh With Me shorts. They're little samples of clips from, season 1. So if you're new to the show, maybe you caught a short, and now you're like, you know what? I got to check out the real deal. I need to hear a brand new episode. Welcome to the show. It is so good to be back. You know what I saw yesterday? I saw a vending machine. Yeah, a freaking vending machine. And Johnny, I know that's sarcasm. I know that the applause is sarcasm because you see vending machines everywhere, but I want you to really think about it. Do you actually see vending machines everywhere anymore? I mean, I'm talking about canned soda, canned pop, depending on where you're from. Vending machines. I saw them in the front lobby of Walmart, which you always see, right? Like, that's what you see. You walk into the lobby of Walmart, they've got a couple crane machines. Maybe they're the last ones with the red box. They went bankrupt. Did you know this? Just as DVDs are starting to turn the corner and come back. Like, people are buying DVDs again. And the red box goes out of business. And if you need any further proof that DVDs are back, just go to your local Walmart. Again, this show is not sponsored by Walmart, okay? No, but if you would like to be Walmart people, hit me up. laughwithmepod@gmail.com. But no, this is not a sponsored ad here. This is just me living life, telling you my stories. Go to Walmart, go to the DVD section, and see what they have. They have new releases. They have, finally, for the first time ever, and I'm on the record as saying this is something you can't ever find, which is the seasons of the show Las Vegas. They have the complete series box set on DVD. Blew my mind. Saw it for the very first time this week. Incredible. Did I buy it? No, I didn't buy it. Do I want to buy it? 100% I do. I may go back. They only had one left. I may go back today and get it. I don't know. Okay? A lot of things going on. But I do want to get it, and I do want to watch it. It is finally available on streaming. It is on the Peacock, and that's where I've been watching it lately, but it is what it is. That's neither here nor there. We're talking about vending machines, baby. And there was soda pop vending machines in the lobby of the Walmart. It got me thinking, man, you don't see those anywhere anymore. You used to see them everywhere, right? You used to see them out front of stores. You'd see them out front of gas stations, out front of grocery stores. You'd see them all over the mall. Now you'll find some random ones in the mall, maybe in like the walkway to like to the doors. You just don't see them like in the flow of traffic throughout the stores. Like anymore, they want you to go to the pretzel shop and get a fountain pop or a Monster. Like you're just not buying from vending machines. They're just not readily accessible. They should be. They should be. That's what I think. Like stadiums, ballparks and arenas and stuff. Like they're now starting to put more vending machines or little convenience stores where you just grab things and it's kind of like a vending machine, but you're kind of inside of it. Have you not seen these? They're like little boxes, see-through. It's like a little box. You walk in, grab what you want, you scan it, you pay it, and then you leave. It's like a vending machine, but you're the arm, you're the little spinner thing, dropping it to the bottom of the machine. Like you are it. I like it. I like the variety, and I like what they offer, and it's convenient. But the vending machines, man, you see those everywhere. Bowling alleys. Oh, a vending machine? Not can you imagine? Do you remember a vending machine at the bowling alley? That's where it's at. Get your quarters ready. People, so some of you younger folks listening to the show are like, how old is this guy? I'm 41. Okay, I've seen vending machines. I kind of miss them. Seen them in Walmart yesterday. I was like, you know what? I kind of miss the vending machine. Like they were fun. You gotta have a very crisp dollar bill. Sometimes the little corner was a little too bent and it wouldn't take your dollar. It was kind of a battle of will. See if you can straighten it out to get that dollar in. That was awesome. Now you see vending machines where they'll take your card. Like you can tap and that's not as much fun. Sure, it's convenient. That's great. I'm sure it's how they operate in airports. But there's no fun in that. It was always a game to see if you could get your dollar in there. I enjoyed that. Another place now, because vending machines are just gone. I don't know if it's just the cost of the goods or cost for the machines, or people just aren't buying from them anymore. I don't know. If I saw a vending machine, I'd probably buy from you. You see them at rest stops still. That's a good place for a vending machine, but that's another one where they're not really doing the dollars anymore. Now it's like you can use your card. And how much that would suck if you go to like a rest stop and you're like, I need caffeine right now. Keep me awake. I'm on the interstate. I'm driving. Okay, I'm gonna be going all night. And you try to put your dollar in, and it's the little corner. The little corner is too bent for you to be able to get your caffeine, and then you start going driving and you fall asleep on the road. Like those are real life things that could happen. So I guess it is appropriate to be able to use your card now at the vending machine. But I did enjoy the game. It was fun, whether it was the dollar bill or finding enough coins. And then there was always the chance you put your money in and it'd accept it, and you would make your choice, and you wouldn't get what you wanted because it would get jammed up or something. Oh, that was the best. I mean, it sucked, but that was the best. That was part of the gamble. You didn't know what was going to happen. Actually, if you were a kid, then you went and complained to your parents, and you got more money, and then you got two. Yeah. Freaking vending machines. You know where you see them now? It's kind of silly. You see them a lot in like employee break rooms. That's where they send all the vending machines. They send all the pop vending machines to employee break rooms, and they sell, pop for 50 cents, 75 cents, something like that. And they're like, we're giving you a deal. This is one of the perks of working here, is you get to have a can of pop for 50 cents in the break room. It's not a perk. Sure, it's a deal, but it's not a perk. That's just building sales for you fools. If it was a perk, dude, fill the fridge in the break room full of drinks for your people. That's a perk. That's a perk. Bosses will be like, well, that costs too much. We can't just be filling the fridge full of drinks for you. Those are the same people that think they're doing so much for you by having your pizza party. Have you seen this story about the tunnels in Los Angeles?
Did you know that there's an entire tunnel system hidden deep beneath the streets of downtown LA? In fact, it's estimated that these tunnels span 11 miles in total. These tunnels have been used for a variety of reasons throughout history, most famously during LA's Prohibition era from the 1920s to the 1930s, where these tunnels were used as secret passageways to speakeasies, where people would basically throw underground parties. For example, the King Eddie Saloon, which had a basement that connected to this exact tunnel system. But besides Prohibition, these tunnels are used to connect main government buildings, like the Hall of Justice, the Clara Shortridge Foltz Criminal Justice Center, and the Stanley Moss Courthouse. And in the 1950s, these tunnels were used to transport high-profile criminals during their trial, like notorious LA mobster Mickey Cohen. The tunnels have also been used to transport some of LA's most valuable assets without anybody knowing. In 1960, the LAPD staged Operation Midnight, which was a plan to move everybody's property taxes, which at the time were all paid for in cash, to their new Hall of Administration. So at one point, $1 billion in cash was flowing underneath the LA streets, and nobody was the wiser. Nowadays, most tunnels are cut off, but they are still being used for filming locations and shortcuts for government employees. But you can still technically find access to them, and you can even take tours of what are essentially LA's back rooms. Some entrances are even hidden in plain sight. Would you ever venture down to LA's tunnels? Did you even know they existed? Let me know.
So, apparently, there have been these tunnels under the city of Los Angeles for a long time, like 11 miles worth of tunnels. And it's kind of a known thing. I didn't know about it, but I guess somebody's like, oh, my NDA expired, and I now get to speak on the tunnels under Los Angeles. They're service tunnels, right? So that's how back, like early 1900s, that's how they were smuggling booze, and even when you could drink alcohol, that's how people were getting to the speakeasies, was through these secret passageways, right? Allegedly. Because the Prohibition years, it just crushed Los Angeles. So people were going through these tunnels in order to go have a drink at the bar. But apparently, somebody has started this, like, rumor or speculation. I don't know if it's rumor as much as they're saying that it's fact. And they're saying that the celebrities in Hollywood are using these tunnels to get around, and that's why you never see them out and about. That's why you never see celebrities like Will Smith, out walking around, because he's using these tunnels to get places. Well, no. Listen, I don't live in Los Angeles, but I have spent some time in California. I'm going to go on a limb and say you don't see Will Smith out and about very much anymore because he slapped the shit out of Chris Rock at the Oscars. I mean, yeah, he's just finally getting back to working again. Highly doubt he's using these tunnels. In fact, most of the tunnels, it appears, are completely closed and closed off from the public. Some of them you can tour, though. Like, it's legal to go tour, or you can find access to. I think it'd be kind of cool to find a tunnel, but I don't know. Apparently, police sometimes use the tunnels to transport prisoners and take, like, large sums of cash. Here's one of the places you can, if you're in Los Angeles, check this out. There's a, 131 East 5th Street, Los Angeles, California. The King Eddie Speakeasy. King Eddie opened a speakeasy in the basement of this place. King Eddie Saloon. That's where you got to go. And apparently there is a path in the tunnel down there to have these underground tunnels. I don't know. I'd like to do a tour, I think. See if I can find anything out. It's kind of wild. If they have these tunnels in Los Angeles, why wouldn't they have these tunnels in other parts of the country? I mean, you've heard about the tunnels in like New York and New Orleans, down south. Didn't they have a underground railroad? Didn't they run trains down there? So, that's I guess America has a history of these underground tunnels, but This LA one, it's all new to me. This TikToker, Underground LA, he's all over it. So if you want to find out more about the secret tunnels under Los Angeles, check that out. I Googled secret tunnels under LA, and there is so much stuff. You've seen these like the new thing when you go to the movies, the popcorn buckets, that are kind of novelty items where they kind of are shaped by something like the movie. Like coming out soon, Gladiator 2. Now, first of all, before we get into the popcorn bucket, I just want to say I've never seen Gladiator 1. Yeah. Don't tell anybody, but I've never seen Gladiator 1. So I do have to wonder, do I need to see the first one before seeing the second one? Because the second one's getting like rave reviews. Like people are saying this movie is going to bring back movies. Well, no. Terrifier 3 brought back movies. And what I mean by that is low budget, great creativity, fun movies for people to want to go to theater and see. That's what I mean by brought back theaters. But apparently this is going to bring back big budget ass movies with stars. But they've got these buckets, so it looks like the Coliseum, right? The popcorn bucket does. And then you're going to eat your popcorn. And then at the bottom, you use a QR code, and it's going to look like there's a battle going on within the Coliseum. I mean, it's kind of cool, right? And you've seen like the Venom, the new Venom movie's out right now. You can get a Venom-shaped bucket or whatever, and you've seen the buckets, like the Deadpool and Wolverine ones that it looked like you were shoving something in their mouth. Like, those were all fun, right? Those were all fun. I've got some new ideas, though. I think it can go further than just the popcorn bucket. Like, I think this is probably where we're just beginning with the novelty type stuff at the movies, because it's no longer just going to the movies. Like, it used to be, hey, I'm going to see the movie. I'm going to go see Titanic, and I'm going to see it 3 freaking times because it's that awesome. Then I needed to see it on a bigger screen with better sound, right? The IMAX. I need the IMAX experience with the Dolby sound. That wasn't good enough. Then I needed comfier chairs, a little more room in my chair. I needed to be able to have no armrest in between me and my guest. Okay, and then it became a little couch situation. Then it became, I needed the seat to recline. Okay? Now, for us guys, and gals, I suppose, but I know for a fact, I know other guys that have this issue. I fall asleep sometimes. I've been dozing in and out a few times. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, saw that movie in theaters. That's a long-ass movie. Yeah, I fell asleep. A lot of dialogue. Especially when you're reclining. And then they added heated seats. All right, I'm comfortable. And they've got different ones where, you get like a little mist in your face during water scenes, or there's a movie coming out where I guess you're going to be able to smell grape or something like that during a certain scene. I don't know. I don't know why that matters, but that's the movie experience anymore. So now we've got the popcorn buckets, right? That's cool. Those are fun. Yet to see one in person, but I see them all over the Twitter. How about this? The next time there's a frat party movie coming out, which hopefully there is. Those are freaking fun. How about a cup for your pop that looks like a keg? And you can kind of like tap it at the top. Or, hey, all these movie theaters now sell beer. Why not have a special beer that you have to kind of tap at the top like a keg? There you go, little mini kegs. While you're watching the movie, that'd be freaking awesome. You do little keg stands while you're watching the movie. I thought for the Venom movie, it might be cool if they colored the popcorn so it was like black and white. That would kind of add a little bit to it. But and then it's dark in there when you're watching the movie. I don't know. Thought that might be kind of cool though. Inside Out, fun kids movie, talking a lot about your feelings. Okay. I thought for the next one, when they do Inside Out 3, which I'm sure they will, because the first 2 were just monster hits. How about for Inside Out 3, you could buy candy that's in a prescription bottle. And you're a liar if you say that's a bad idea. would sell so much candy. So much candy. Oh, Johnny, it's good to have you back. Johnny Palermo, everybody, back in the producer chair. Just need him to clean up the freaking dolls in the studio, man. You got one job, brother. We shall be back next week. This is Laugh With Me with Jeremy Odem.